is Tuesday, the 19th of May. That means it's the 19th day of Mania. I am going to have a new start for Mania this year. I wasn't going to. I was going to just continue to work on whips, but I've got a piece that I've had in my stash for a long time. I already had it kitted up because the kit, when I purchased the chart, it actually came with the classic Colorworks flosses. And I had this piece of 28 count even weave that I wanted to use with it. So these are the classic Colorworks colors. I don't know how old these are. I got these at least a couple of years ago. And this is the piece. It's Little House Needleworks, and it's called Needleworker. This was released in 2013. And I am going to start stitching this tonight. So it was easy for me to pull out to take to work with me because it came in a little packet with the flosses already. So I already had those, and I had folded up and put this piece of fabric in with it. And I didn't bother to dig out my sewing machine to serge the edges or sew in the edge. I just did a quick little, whip stitch around with some thread and a needle while I was having my breakfast. I marked the center of my fabric, and I will be good to go to start this at work tonight if we aren't too busy. So fingers crossed. I will check in with you later and let you know what my progress looks like. Hi guys. Well, I am just on my break at work and I have just started. That's my measly little start on the beginning of the middle E for Needleworker. So there we go. I don't often stitch with variegated floss, and I'm trying to figure out, I typically stitch, one leg across all the way and then come back all the way. So I would have stitched the 3 bottom legs first, then the 3 top legs going back instead of doing each individual stitch across. When you stitch with variegated floss and you're doing letters like that, is that how you use the variegated floss? I mean, it'll still transition color evenly and you're only using a couple stitches at a time. I just can't see me doing like each individual stitch, like doing 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like that. I'm more inclined to go cross and back, cross and back, cross and back. Let me know. Anyway, that's my measly little start. Good morning. This is as far as I got last night at work. Not a lot of progress, but some. I managed to get 1 E done, and now I'm working on the L. I am using the stitching technique where you stitch across and then back because it's only a few stitches. So I'm still seeing the gradient, although you can't really make it out, I guess, on the camera. But there is a gradient between sections here with the variegated. This particular color is not, it's not really noticeable. And then it's a darker color that's on the bottom portion here. So anyway, that's what I am doing. I decided to go that route because this is supposed to be stitched on 32 count over 2, and I'm actually stitching it on 28 count over 2. And I'm a little bit concerned that if I'm stitching it on the larger fabric, I don't want to run out of this floss because this is older stash that came with the kit when I purchased it, and I'm afraid that either I might not be able to get replacement to match if I run out, that the colors will be off. So I want to make sure that I've definitely got enough to finish the pattern. And stitching across and back actually uses less floss. So that's where we are. I'm having my morning cup of coffee at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to stitch for a little bit while I'm having my coffee, and then I'm going to get ready for work. Hey guys, I am home from work, and I did get a nice bit of stitching done, although it doesn't look like a lot of stitching because I had finished off the L and then I had started the D for needle. And when I got to the bottom of the D, I don't know if you can see this here, but you change colors of floss here. So this is like the same line across. And as you can see, my D is 2 rows lower. And I counted all my stitches up here thinking I had missed something, or I had doubled up in one of these sections here, and I hadn't, because this is all stitched correctly. So when I went back and recounted my L, I had actually missed a section here, so my L ended here, and then I counted from that over to start the D and work my way down. So I had to rip back the L to where the mistake was and then re-stitch that into the right height. Now I have to rip out all of this so I can start it here 2 rows higher than it is to work my way down. So that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to pull this out and then decide what I'm going to do. Hey everyone, so it is May the 21st day of Mania. As I said in yesterday's video, I had made an error in this the night before, so I pulled out all of that stitching and I'm just sitting down to start restitching this letter. And it's now lining up, and I did count and make sure all of this was lined up properly, double checked first. These are the 2 colors I'm currently working with. Roasted Chestnut, which is a very minor gradient, I guess, in color. That's what the majority of the letter is made out of. And then the bottom is Caterpillar, which is this darker color at the base of the letter right here. So I need to add it in on this letter, and then it'll be in on this letter. So there you go. That's where I am for my start of my stitching this evening, and I'll check in with you later and let you know how much of this I actually get done. Well, good morning. It is the 22nd day of May. I am going to continue to work on this piece because I'm enjoying it, even though I met with the frog and I had to rip back my lettering. But I've continued on. I've finished out the D and got that done. And now I'm starting the next E. I'm working my way backwards because I started in the middle of the chart. And I'm continuing to work with this, this particular color called Roasted Chestnut. And I'll fill in the darker Caterpillar, it's called, color at the bottom for these letters here after. So yeah, that's my starting point for today. We'll see how much I can get done. I'm spending the day in my comfy clothes, not PJs, but I'm wearing leggings and a sweatshirt, and I am going to relax and enjoy my day off, get some laundry done, and stitch in between those loads of laundry. So I'll check back in with you later. I hope everyone's having a fab day.